Anyone who supports Eren and his thought is a psychopath. And why Eren gave freedom to his friends. And what is the story of the female Titan and its ability to do all the abilities of the Titan at once. This episode tired my psyche. While I was editing this video, I feel depressed and sad. After what Eren did, Eren is killer with schizophrenia. What Eren did was a crime in all religions and beliefs of human beings. The tyrant, Hitler, what he did nothing compared to what Eren did. And I don't want anyone to justify the thing that Eren does, because when you try to justify, you will find yourself contradictory. If we talk in the comments about other solutions that Eren can do, we will find hundreds of alternative solutions. But as I said, Eren is mentally ill and suffers from schizophrenia. We expected that everything in Eren's mind is through his father. But the truth is that Eren is the one who made his father kill. Eren is the cause of everything that is happening right now. If we implement the Zekes plan, yes, there are some drawbacks, but it is much better than Eren's plan. Zekes' plan for euthanasia and preventing reproduction is much better than Eren's plan and more logical. Yes, Zekes' plan has flaws, requires sacrifice, and there is pain and suffering, but it is better than Eren's plan. Guys, about psychological pain, heads run over. We are talking about people, children die, run over. This episode makes those who do not have a heart cry. I have watched many movies and series that talk about wars and about the problems of the human race, but like the writing of Asama, I have not seen something terrifying and scary to the point of chills. For Eren monologue, back when they left Paradise Island, they were trying to see if there was another path for them. Other than going full-out war versus Marley, you got Eren walking around recalling someone Eren Kruger's memories. He comes to this realization that there is perhaps no other path. You do gotta love how Mama Yeager is still very much in Eren's mind somehow. Then that lip-biting phase, it must looks like he just ate some sour booty. Options. Choose a similar path to the Elden King. Just give in to their fate. Good night all aliens, or perhaps is option number 3 for Ramsay. Eren has memories of Emma, save him or not. Could this be considered like this butcher saving a delicious cattle that's destined to become a wivey steak anyway? For some lovely attention to detail, the signs, what is this guy playing? Is that like a jazz club or concert? The feature does not change. This feels like everyone accepting whatever is coming and just being passive. Notice a shot of the full moon. Then Eren getting the wet works here. Couple of episodes back, I'm like a year at this point. Mikasa showed up in the middle of this, all to make Eldia great again. Really, what is the use of apologizing now, Eren? To this little boy, he probably thinks you're freaking nuts who doesn't even understand you. But Boa, I do love this realization. The world outside of the walls, it was all just lies, nothing close to their dreams. In these current times, it reminds me of that one quote. Who's the one that said it about the American dream? You gotta be asleep to believe it. Another quick shot of the currency, it looks like the Tiber system or shell. You got some writing, a leaf or tree. Oh yes, and Mappa did it. The colossal titan smashing these little kids. Do not forget to subscribe to receive all new reviews of your favorite movies and series. Just before Ramsay died, he gets a glimpse at Ymir, the founder her, so it pretty much confirms that Ramsay is Aldean. If he's able to see Yammer, the music in this episode really sent shivers down my spine. It was so eerie and spooky. And then we cut the two people that I never in a million years fully would see. Zekes' grandparents locked up in a jail cell. I'm guessing Molly locked them up because Zekes betrayed him. He got some people being so desperate that they're willing to jump on the car and to try and drive away. And of course, this famous shot of Eren in the sky talking about freedom. And we finally get it, this is freedom. Armin, that they finally arrived. At the view, Armin looks pretty stunned, but he comes back to the real world and talks to Annie, and have a pretty romantic discussion. We then cut to the night where the gang prepares the flying boat, and Falca has a breakdown. And the expressions, my gosh, the expressions in this episode are just on another level. Him freaking out at his friends and family back in Mal. I are all gonna be dead finding out that Maggie is dead. I'm happy that we got to see a breakdown of Falco. Falco always how to be this cool, calm, collective dude. Even when he found out Colt died, he wasn't as super distraught about it. But it's just all too much for this cool, calm, collective dude that is Falco Grace. Once again, we get another amazing Levi moment of him. Only needing 2 fingers for his odd gear, we get a pretty wholesome moment of Ryanair and Annie. Ryanair share in regret that if he had never forced the 2 of them to take down the wall, then Bertel and Annie would have seen their family sooner. And just as the gang are prepared to get ready, who shows up but King Flock? As he shoots the boat down, Mikasa attacks him with her odd gear, and judging by the look on Mikas's face, I don't think she had any idea that that was Flock. He looks rough, has an emotional moment before he dies. How he doesn't want the gang to kill Eren or stop him. That if they do that, then their island is done for. The gang debate who should stay behind to stop the rumbling titans, and Hange volunteers. She appoints Armin as the new commander of the Survey Corps, and she says farewell to the gang. As she walks past, Levi gets fisted by him, Levi doing the Shinzo Sasagio. And we get possibly one of the coolest odd gear action sequence I have ever seen in Attack on Titan, of Hange just slaying down the colossal titans. I mean, my gosh, I couldn't stop looking at the screen. It was beautiful. But man, I couldn't be the only one that nearly shed a tear seeing Hange just catch fire, burn, and fall to the ground. Hange then wakes up in this afterlife-looking world, where she is greeted by Moblet Erwin and the rest of the scouts that all died. I love how even in death, Mober is the one giving Hange a helping hand. I love how in this episode, you basically get the concept of like, hey, Eren has the control of all the titans, so why do we still have our abilities? It's almost like he wants us to stop him, right? Or at the very least, he wants us, to do something, and Eren summons them to pass for a very quick chit-chat, and basically it gets some down to this. There's only one option. You kill me or I win. That's basically it. If you want to stop me, you have to kill me. The only reason we're talking right now is because I'm telling you I don't want to talk. But for Eren, he's one person who understands freedom and what it means to be free. For the world, he acknowledges he's taking their freedom away. He's crushing the world and removing so many more people's lives and freedom than compared to his own island and people. But for his people, for his family and friends, and those that come from where he is, he's not going to take their freedom away. They have the choice, they have the option to try to fight and kill him. And if they do that, then the rumbling will stop, and you'll have to deal with the consequences. Maybe you're right, maybe there is a different way. But Eren's saying, I'm not stopping. And I think that's such a hard point, a hard-hitting moment. Because for Armin, for Mikasa, they're thinking, they're hoping. And then it just all comes crumbling down.